G'day.
Hola.
Hello. Hello. Oh, is
Hello.
that your... Oh, what kind of hoodie is that, man?
What? What?
Oh, shit, is that the brand new 5024 hoodie? Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
Damn.
I just gotta represent, you know?
Hard out. Nah, shout out to Susby. Won the giveaway for the 5024 hoodie giveaway. But welcome, brother.
Thank you. Hello.
I
It's good
didn't...
to be here.
Oh, yo, hopefully.
Alright. Once.
Nah, I think you're good
G'day.
enough. You're good enough that you came half an hour early. Lazy. Oh my gosh. Do you see what Unknown said?
Lazy quick split.
You're
Wow.
disgusting. You don't make me sick. But I didn't give too much of an intro about you, because I thought I'd leave that up to you, bro. So, let me just pause that. In like a nutshell, bro, can you give a little intro on yourself?
A little intro on myself, I guess. My name's Albert or Albie, otherwise known as Susby. Um oh yeah, no, we were gonna ask, do you know what Susby means? Or why I was called Susby?
Nah, because I was gonna ask, but
Yeah.
I wanted to ask where it came from. Like, what's it about?
So, obviously, well, the second half is from Albie being my name,
Yeah.
and the first half is me because I'm sus as fuck all the time.
Oh, is that what
Sus
it is?
B. Yeah,
Oh
that's it.
my goodness. Have you had that like for ages? That name? Was that like
I've,
your?
I've had that for a while. Like, people gave me that name when I came to Twitch, like about 2 years ago or something, because I originally came in with name Good Luck Albie,
Ooh.
which has a whole other meaning, which I will not discuss.
Nah, tell us.
Um, all right.
Oh,
So Good Luck.
like good luck, Chuck. Oh, no, don't tell that story. Fuck's sakes.
I was like, that's legit the reason why. Good
Bro,
luck, Chuck.
children watch this podcast.
That's why I wasn't gonna say it.
Oh my goodness. Oh, true. So Good Luck Chuck's like a rude ass movie. I haven't watched it. That's why. Like I saw in the previews like R18, so I haven't watched it yet. But I
Oh,
heard.
okay.
Yeah. Bro, what the f? Okay, nice, nice.
Let's talk about it. Anyway, but yeah, Susby, I was given that name by who was it? Pretty sure it was T-Mod,
Oh, Auntie T-Mod.
because I came in being sus as hell in a whole bunch of streams,
Yeah.
and so they just done me Susby instead of Good Luck LB,
And then you just changed it from there.
and it just stuck.
And then you're stuck with the other name for how long? 6 months?
Just 6 months. Towards Daddy.
Yeah. How come you changed it to that? We're spending heaps of time in his.
No, so I was in AP's stream at the time,
Yeah.
and I was just talking shit, and then someone dared me. I was like, "Do you dare me to change my name to this?" And I never back down from a dare,
Yeah.
ever. So I was like, "Yeah, I'll change it," and then I changed it, and then I was like, "Oh shit, I can't change my name for 6 months back to Susby." It still hasn't been 6 months now.
What?
Yeah, I've still got like 2 months to go.
Is that why you've gone to Facebook?
No,
Oh, okay, okay. I'll ask.
I've
We'll get into that later. Into
I've
Facebook.
oh, hello.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That
Whoa,
was
whoa,
quick.
whoa. Did you drop the kids off at the pool?
Did you wash your hands?
Did you
Yes.
sanitize?
This guy.
I feel like I need to sanitize for you.
I don't. I can wear a mask. Oh my gosh. So where you from, bro? Where do you live?
I am from Sydney, Australia.
Have you been there your whole life?
Most of my life. I moved over here from the Philippines in about when I was really young. I'm like, I don't even know how old I was.
Okay.
Like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So I've lived in Australia most of my entire life.
Whereabouts in Philippines were you from?
Good question. No, I'm from like Manila areas. I just don't know the
Oh
specific
shit.
name. Yeah.
Have you been back?
I have. I used to go back every couple of years, but I was meant to go back this year, but COVID ruined
Yeah.
plans to go anywhere.
And do you go back to Manila every time?
Yes, because most of my family is there, and then we go and trip around the Philippines once
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
there.
yeah. Have you been to fuck, I forgot what it's called.
Boracay?
Oh yeah, Boracay, but fucking green something.
Green Bank.
Oh,
There
so
he is.
known,
There he is.
ladies and gentlemen. Nah, green something. It's like a shopping.
Green
It's all
Hills?
rip off. Yes, Green Hills,
Green Hills. Yes, I have been to Green Hills.
bro. That was the
How do you know
spot,
about Green Hills?
bro. Like me and my missus spent 6 months there, bro.
Oh,
Yo, Green
well,
Hills every freaking second day after work,
yeah, Green Hills is the best. You can get anything there.
and they look
Anything.
legit. Like it's a rip off, but fuck, you can't tell, bro. Oh, next time you go over, bro, send you some cash for an order for the boys.
Bring you some stuff back.
Hard out. Oh, mad. And what freaking? I didn't even know you're a Filipino. What other ethnicities are you?
I am Filipino.
That's it.
That's it.
That's really interesting. I thought you had a little bit of Samoan in you, eh?
Oh, that's a misconception everyone has apparently about me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I grew up with Samoan friends, so that is why everyone assumes. Also, because apparently I speak like one.
Do you?
No, do I?
What do you think, Mongo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If not that, then yeah, you've definitely been around too many.
Yeah, you get that vibe, eh? They've been around fobs in your time.
In my time. In my time.
Speaking of that, that's I think that's something that like I first think as well for like some people who do hang around them, because then there is a certain way that we like to speak and act, and I think a lot of people used to be like, oh, you know, look, you hang around with the solis and that you sound different in that, but you know, when you hang around us, you know, you have that sort of different sort of, or we have that different sense of humor type thing, you know, that seems to rub off on people. Did you get that a lot?
In what way?
Or like in any way, like in good way, bad ways, you know, because you always hang around like us Islanders and that, you know, we have that sort of different way that sort of changes the way you normally be.
I don't know, because that's all I know. So I don't know otherwise. So I'm like, I don't know if people have kind of like had that about me. So I'm just like, sorry, that doesn't answer the question. But I have no idea.
No, that's it's interesting the way because it's different for us. Like we're Samoans, but to have someone a good mate on the outside that's not from the same culture, same background to grow up with and to be a good friend around. It's be interesting to kind of get that inside, like what it's like.
For me, it's always been like it's always been that way. Like because I grew up with them, they grew up with my family, and because for me, I find that the culture is quite similar. That there wasn't really any big like changes. Was
There's a few words in the language that's a little bit similar.
Yes, there is. Pretty sure there's a lot of words that are very similar or have the exact same meaning.
And that's not hello.
No, hello. But yeah.
Oh, mad. Do you have a big family?
Me, I have a small family here in Australia, and then a big family back home.
Yeah.
But most of the family I know back home, I don't know very well.
Yeah,
because I've been here most of my life.
Is that like full stop?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, because like they don't really associate with us who moved over to Australia.
Oh, okay, yeah,
or
fair
the
enough.
other family that moved to like America and stuff. They all kind of just keep to their own.
Do you get like requests from them? Like,
yes.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. So I had my cousins from America message me and their parents messaged me like when they were coming over to Australia and be like, "Yo, can you take care of your cousin?" And I'm like, one, who are you?
Yeah.
Two, I've never heard of you ever in my life. I had to go ask my mum and was like, "Mum, who's this?" And then
Yeah.
she's like, "Oh, that's your cousin." And I'm like, "Cool."
Mm.
They're like, "Yeah, take him out, show him around, do this, do that." And I'm like, "Nope." I mean, I did, but
Yeah. Yeah. Hard
I
out.
was just like, "I don't know who you are." And
Mm.
it's so funny that the parents just go to me and like didn't even have me added or anything. They just messaged me and was like, "Your cousin's coming over to Australia.
Yeah.
Take care of him."
Are you the eldest?
I am the eldest because I'm also the only child.
Ah, gotcha. Oh, okay. I should have started with that question then.
I'm an only child. Thank you.
Got it. But that's like because I've never been in that position before where I've been asked to be the person, because that happens with us as well, Munga. Like,
Mm.
family comes over from here and here, especially back from home, and then it's kind of like expected that you're the tour guide, you take them to do all the fun things. Have you had that before, Munga?
Yeah.
And it's
Mhm.
like, do you feel like a bit awkward sometimes, or like your masangi used to it now, or
I think growing up, obviously, we grew up in Brisbane, stuff like that, and I think the first time I sort of the opposite, where my nan went over to the States for a funeral. So she was going over for a week. So she went for like 2 months. Like,
oh, true.
yeah, because we got family over in Compton. I was like, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, and then I think they stay in fucking wherever now. But like,
yeah.
I think like a couple of years ago, I had a cousin from from England. Bro, that was weird as shit. I was like, how does like a little fucking village in Samoa end up with fucking family over in New Zealand, Australia, let alone America, and then England,
Harare.
and then yeah. So they came over. Like it was weird. Like I'm looking at I'm looking at this girl. She's like my cousin, but bro, she's like full on heavy England accent. I'm just like,
Oh,
yeah,
gee.
nah, it's not gonna. I don't know. It felt weird, but it was different.
Yeah, yeah.
Because normally you see that shit on TV, and it's like it was
Hard
different,
out.
fucking 100% different.
Did you look at your cousin and be like,
Nah,
oh yeah,
that was
true.
awkward as shit.
Oh yeah, sweet. No, thought I'd ask.
Wow.
Do people want to know these kind of things, and if they get themselves in these kind of situations, but what do you do? You're like, nah, cool, nice. What do you get up to in your spare time, sus? Well, if it's not gaming, what are you into?
If it's not gaming, it is dancing.
Did you say? What'd you say?
Dancing.
Yo, any type?
No, just more like freestyle, and then used to do like choreography sort of stuff and like dance crew sort of stuff back in the day
Oh,
when
any
I was
like
younger and could dance.
yeah, any like competitive dancing or?
No, like we were meant to go competitive, but just the dance crew itself kind of like imploded on itself because of too much politics,
Okay,
and so it never took off,
yeah,
which is kind of crap because we wanted to go, but then never really made it. And then by that point, all the other dance crews had already finalized their crews, and so you're like, cool. But yeah, other than that, dancing, editing, just the same sort of stuff you do.
Mm.
minus the dancing.
Are you sure?
What what do you think would be like, I guess, the best thing that came out of dancing for you, like being in that environment?
Being in that environment, making friends with all those people who have the same passion as you.
Yeah,
Like, because I
true.
love dancing. I still love dancing to this day. You, me and my friends still like go out, not necessarily go out to like drink and whatnot. We just go out to dance,
Yeah.
and that's still a massive thing for me. And I don't think I'll ever stop that. Actually, that's
Oh,
probably
that's really
why.
cool.
That's probably why I took up TikTok.
Did you?
No,
What's your TikTok?
it's the same as my Instagram and my Twitter.
Oh,
I'm gonna hide all my videos
there you
now.
go. Shout outs to your TikTok. Look that up now.
I'm gonna hide it.
Yeah.
Don't look for it. Don't look for it, guys.
I was gonna say though, I swear I remember you and Alex having a dance battle at PAX. Hey, Monga.
Did we? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, did he come? Did he even come out? No, he did. He did. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Remember when we went to that? Oh, so we met Susby last year at PAX, and we went to the where was it at the casino? Eh? Do you remember that old
Oh,
guy?
we went to that other place first.
What
Yeah,
other?
and
Oh,
then play pool.
we were playing
We
pool
played pool.
first, and then
Yeah.
we went to the casino, and there was this old guy, freaking. Do you remember that guy, the Hawaiian shirt guy?
Yeah, look, no, it was Alex and that old man. It wasn't me.
Oh yeah, it was Alex and the old man. My bad. But yeah, that was
I
character.
didn't dance off with nobody.
So tell
was
us more. Tell us more about your editing, bro. How'd you get into that?
It's something that I've always really enjoyed, like being a creative person. I've always kind of like making things different.
Mm.
And so I picked it up, I think probably about a year and a bit ago, where I just picked up a free editing software and then was just like, let me learn how to do this.
Yeah.
So, I went to university for it, YouTube University.
Yo.
And I was sitting there just like, I want to learn everything I can before I decide to like, delve into something bigger, like Photoshop and that sort of stuff.
Yep.
And so I was like, yeah, and then I just started doing it, and I kind of just like I wanted to make things for people because on Twitch and whatnot, sometimes you can't always subscribe, you can't always donate money, you can't always give bits and whatnot.
Yeah.
So for me, giving back to streamers that I enjoyed watching or wanted to give something to, making a banner or something simple like that, just to show my appreciation, was what I could do. You
Yeah.
know, like I didn't necessarily always have the money to give my favorite streamer $50 or $20 or $10 or whatever. So I'm
Yeah.
like, let me make something for them, even if they don't use it, even if the thing, it's like me showing my appreciation for them, for the content they make, for what they do, for me.
That's so nice. Because I don't know if you know this, but the reason why I started doing what you did was because you were doing it. I saw you were doing the stuff with the banners and that, and I was like, fuck, like I'm sure I think I know what, like, how to do that, like, I guess. But I guess the thinking behind it wasn't the same as yours. I was like, fuck, I could make some money. But like I could make some quick cash, making banners for this person and this person. But it's really interesting, like when you think of content creators and the creativity that they have, like it's almost a given that they start getting into the graphics and the editing software and that kind of stuff, because even like Munga as well, I know that you're into your video editing now. You started getting into graphics and that, so it's like it's interesting, eh? Like it just becomes a part of what you do.
Yeah, 100%. Because it's like extending your creativeness to, I guess, other people.
Yeah,
Kind
that's it.
of giving your vibe onto someone else. Like, yeah.
Do you have a favorite one?
Most recently, I did one for a Facebook streamer, but it was just a joke, and they really loved it, and so I was like, cool.
Yo,
It was one that I did for. Oh, he used to be on Twitch, Mr. Esebra.
I don't know their name.
I did one for him recently, and it was just a joke one, but we just sat there for about a good half an hour just laughing at it. And then that for me is the reason why I started making them all again for these Facebook streamers, because I was like, I really enjoyed just chatting with this guy and making this banner and then laughing about it. And yeah, that was just great entertainment for me. I was just like, yo, I can do this again and I can enjoy this.
Hard out. And it's like what you were saying before, I guess it's just like your way of connecting with others. Like you have that common interest, and it's something that you're giving to them. So that's real neat. I like your stuff lately. The stuff that you've been doing lately is pretty clean, and
Yeah, I've
yeah,
changed up my
it's
style a bit.
really clean. And like when I stole your one to
Yeah.
make the video for Tabs Up, like I looked at that one, and it's real clean, man.
Yeah.
So it's looking good.
I've noticed like all the stuff I used to do, and I'm like, this is where I started. Like it's okay, but this is the basic stuff of what I could do. And then I just looked at the different styles that other people were making, and I was like, oh, I can do that. I can try something like that. So there was a few people that I had seen do a whole bunch of banners. Like I think one of his name was Sensi, and
Okay.
just the cleanness of the way he does banners and whatnot. And I was
Yeah.
like, that looks cool. I can do that,
Yeah.
or at least I think I can. And
Yeah.
if I can't, I'm gonna spend a couple of hours trying to figure out how to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I was like, I changed up my whole style and changed stuff that I used, and I was like, it's good because the good thing about it is you just constantly progress. You constantly learn new styles, new things about people, because people want different things,
Yeah.
and so you kind of have to adapt to that, and then
Hard out.
you learn, and then you're like, that's sick, I like that, I can
Yeah.
keep doing that, or I can flourish from that.
Yeah. Not bad. That's gangster, bro. And like you talked about the time you put in on YouTube to learn about that stuff, and it's not easy, bro. Like to commit to watching so much content to learn.
Hmm.
Has there been anything else that you've like learnt that way? Like you've committed to learning on your own, and you've sought out all the information by yourself?
Yeah, like I guess I've told myself a lot of things through YouTube. I've learned how to play certain games through YouTube,
Yeah.
because they're like, even with what was I playing? Even with Fortnite.
Oh, yeah.
So because I'm a PC player, and most of the people that I know, they play on controls, and
Mm.
I have I have no hand-eye coordination with controls whatsoever, because I've
Actuals.
never used. I'm like, I always say it's a massive thing for controller players. I'm like, you guys, I don't know how you guys do it,
Yeah. Yeah.
because my coordination with my hands, controller wise, absolutely none.
Yeah.
I tried the other day, and I was like, no, not for me. And so I had to learn how to play Fortnite on my own through YouTube videos, because I was like, this is how I should be doing it. This is how I should be playing. This is how I should edit. Because no one was there, I guess, to kind of teach me that,
Yeah.
because everyone
Yeah.
else was playing on a certain other console. So they were like, oh, this is how you do it now. I'm like,
Yeah.
that doesn't translate for me. So a whole bunch of other games I had to learn. I learned by watching gameplay, walkthroughs, and that sort of stuff. So
Yeah.
YouTube is such a great resource.
Yeah.
Like, you can learn anything on that. You can learn how to set up your stream. You can learn how to
Oh,
do.
fuck
I mean,
yeah.
that's some of the stuff, the content that you put out. Like, you can learn how to do things through other people showing you how they did it. And
Mm.
that's what I love about YouTube, because something that they posted probably like 3-4 years ago is still relevant to today,
Facts.
100%.
and you can only get better from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, man. For sure. So, oh, there you go. There's a comment. You'll get used to it, Susby. Nice.
What am I getting used to?
Probably your control
Oh, my
use.
control. Nah. I've given up on that. I've legit given up on controls. I just
That's buzzy, bro. Because like it's normally the other way around.
yeah,
Well, I
but
guess the majority, yeah, like other way around.
yeah, true. But for me, I've always been a PC gamer, even when I was gonna say child, but I wasn't really a child. When I was a teenager, I got a PC, and that's how I played games. Like, I had, the old school stuff like Nintendo 64 and that sort of stuff, but it's just a whole different play style because there's a
Yeah.
lot more you're doing now in
Yeah.
the games of today as compared to back in the day when you play racing games and Mario Kart and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more skill to it nowadays, and my hands don't work like that.
Nah, fair enough, hey. It's all good. Unknown
So
hands
I
don't
give
work like that
respect. I give respect to all console players, controller players, because I have no idea what I'm doing
either.
whatsoever.
Did you find
It's one of those things
adjusting?
you just gotta.
No,
Mhm.
that was for you, Monga. Did you find it hard adjusting?
What's up?
Adjusting from controller to PC,
keyboard.
mouse and keyboard?
Yeah. It's one of those things that like when I grew up, when it came to like learning stuff, I had no issue picking something up pretty quick, which
Mm.
was kind of like maybe like my talent type thing. Like if you'd say it'd be talent, like it wasn't easy, or it wasn't hard for me to look at something and then sort of go from there. Like, but I was always like a step by step type of person.
Mm.
That like when it comes to learning something, I'd always like to just to break it right down.
Mm.
Like when it, especially when it came to like the building, for example, the building stuff on Fortnite, when pretty much all the scrims started happening, because pretty much I was at the time when the whole scrims, I was literally just a pub player, just, you know, playing with like even with my family and stuff like that. But when we get into like those old West scrims, poly scrims lobbies, and then so it was one of those things that like in YouTube, and then you pretty much see what the pros are doing, and then you can't really keep up with their hands because it just moves so fast. So it's you pretty much got to break it down, like what piece are they placing first, and then
Oh,
how
yeah.
they're looking. Yeah, so I couldn't keep up with their hands, like people with the hand cam, because they're like, oh, here's your hand cam, and just like,
Yes.
and you're just like, and then you slow it down, and it's just
Yeah.
blurry as shit, man.
Yeah.
So you're just like, all right then, well, forget his hand cam. What's he putting down first? I was like,
Mm.
you know, his floor, fucking, then the top part, and then rotating. So it's just one of those things that, yeah, like. But if I was when I learn things, yeah, I tend to break it right down to a T, to pretty much like then then it comes to the questioning, why do you do that piece first? Like,
Yeah.
why don't you put that piece first? So yeah, it's cool.
That's good. That's pretty helpful, man. Not like I'm gonna pick up a freaking keyboard and mouse anytime soon, but I guess you could take that approach.
Say that now. You
Nah,
say that now, but
bro, 100%. PS5's coming out soon, bro. I don't think I'm touching a keyboard and mouse, bro. But yeah, no, it's. I reckon you could apply that to. I guess, and you do apply that to different things in your life, like things that you might be unsure of, or things that you don't know too much about. It's just breaking it down, and yeah, no, that's
Oh yeah, and
that's
speaking,
cool, man.
this is probably like a pretty good example, because I've been on keyboard and mouse for a while. Obviously I had my PC for nearly a year now, but for example, like obviously the new trend right now is that obviously the GTA RP,
Mm-hmm.
the amount of people that got PCs to play Fortnite are literally
Oh,
on RP
true.
now with their keyboard. Like you can pretty much say now that everyone is literally like, you know, freaking on GTA, like bang, they're typing, you know, whatever they want to type, like little commands and little stuff like that you do, like pretty much the binds that you have, like to equip whatever, like, you know, like your gun and that,
Yeah.
it goes from, it used to be 1 to 4, which was pretty easy. Now it's 1 to 9. The fact that all
Oh,
these,
shit.
you know, all these people bought a PC to play Fortnite that are literally playing, like, literally the community that came over to RP was just crazy. And everyone's getting it down packed. Like everyone's driving now. Like, you know, some of their driving is still pretty good, but some people driving, like, that I've seen, man, it's pretty good driving, considering, you know, they've literally the only time they were on a computer is when they're at school, freaking, you know, having to fucking type their fucking school assignment out or something.
Yeah, hard.
So like, yeah, I think it's one of the things, like, if you're learning the game to like enjoy, it takes that learning phase out of it, and it's just you just having fun and that jamming and stuff like that.
Yeah,
100%.
facts. You get into RP, Susby?
Yeah, I got into it about a month ago, and then my computer crapped out, and so I can't play it at the moment.
Yeah.
That's why I haven't been on. But as soon as I get settled and get my computer fixed, your boy will be all over RP again.
Where would
How
you?
did you find it?
Oh, you go.
When I started, I had no idea what was happening because I played GTA to begin
Online.
with. I played online, I played all
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
I was just
It's
like,
different.
what do I do? And then when I first got there, I legit had no idea what I was doing. I was like, where do I go? What do I do? And people were like, do I just take a car? Do I drive like in normal online? And they're like, no, don't do that. You'll get in trouble. I'm like, what do I do then? I'm like, somebody come get me. And I'm pretty sure one of the boys just came and got me and then was like, tried to set me up. Is like, go get your license, go get this, go get that. I'm like, cool, how do I do it? And so he legit had to sit there, babysit me for a good hour or so. And then, but after that, I was like, yo, this is sick.
Mm.
Oosh.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
then,
'cause I
like,
had my brother have a gym too on Saturday.
yeah,
It was having fun, eh? Like just learning the little keys in there, just like interacting with and it was weird too. Oh, actually, no. Like Saturday, it was pretty much a full server. Like right from when my brother got there, like 11:30,
yeah.
and I was like, well, it's gonna take like 2 minutes, and then my brother pretty much have it, all those keys down, and then so I was like, yeah. See, like since RP came, like I enjoy watching it as well. So
That's
like
good.
even though my brother was playing, yeah, I was just watching it like fuck, it's crack up, eh? Like just some of the other personalities that you can come across.
Yeah. That's rare nowadays to kind of enjoy just watching like a
Mm.
certain type of game.
100%.
I honestly like even to this day, like I admit, like even when I first streamed today, at first day, like everyone in their characters and that, fuck, I thought it was cringe as shit, man. Like, I was like 100%. I was like, fucking hell, as if cunt, like whatever. Once you get into it, man, like bro, it's just different story, eh? Like fucking crazy.
How many hours have you clocked so far?
Oh, I just seen it before. It was 850,
Holy shit.
850, and I've literally when I first started on the 10th of May, which is the 11th now.
That's not even long.
Yeah.
And
That's a lot of time.
yeah. Where would
But
you
I think
where would you put it in your top like would it go in your top 10 games of all time, and if so, where would you put it?
probably top 5, eh? Not gonna lie.
Fuck, is it that good?
Just a pure fact. See, the thing, like you're saying, Susby was like, there's a lot of things that you have to do, but like, I've seen a couple of other servers that I've watched some other RP streamers, or like the Aussie gaming one. It's so basic, which is
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
which is
true.
pretty cool. I think if you're learning RP, Aussie gaming is probably where you want to go. Is like, yeah, whatever, I'm content creator for those guys, but bro, it is literally like other servers that I came across was that Twitch RP, and that like to do what we have to do, like it's hard to make money over there on their servers and stuff like that. Where ours is you just do jobs,
Hmm.
do your drugs and that, but you literally got to farm certain things like it's a little bit like Minecraft where you have to do a certain level, then until you get to, sorry, yeah, is it Minecraft?
Like your skill in this
Yeah,
thing.
you gotta get skill up. Like you can be a mechanic, but you gotta you gotta work your game up. So it's like
Mm.
holy heck. So I think when you're learning RP, bro, like I don't like to say it's a casual server, which is but they still RP pretty well in it, but like it's still like chill. Like when you see we talk to other people, so like if you're in an RP situation, like majority, pretty much like 99 times out of 100, like everyone will keep RP in the Aussie game server. But at the same time, like when you're just chilling there, like doing jobs, like you just chat normally, like out of RP, out of character, tough stuff, which is pretty cool. But yeah,
Ah,
but definitely up there, definitely a top 5 game for me.
fuck, that's interesting, eh? And you can see
I
how
think
you
because like
spend time on that.
I think because with RP, you can immerse yourself in it,
100%.
like as compared to just playing like the online version, which you're just kind of like chilling and doing whatever you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
When
definitely.
you're doing RP, there are more goals, more certain things that you want to do, and therefore you can do that in that aspect. So when you're playing like GTA Online, you do heist and you do all of that. It's very basic. It's very just like let's do it sort of thing.
Mm.
Whereas with RP, like because I've RP'd in other games before and like other stuff, once you immerse yourself in it, it feels that's why you can lose so many hours in it.
Yeah.
Because once you're immersed in it, you're like, this is like not necessarily like a second life, but like something different that you wouldn't be able to do normally. And so you get to enjoy that sort of aspect of it because you may not necessarily want to be a drug dealer in real life. Or maybe you do. Who knows?
Yeah, true.
But-
Maybe you already are one. No,
But
it
yeah.
is because this is like a perfect example because I was talking to Apak the other day about like how much like RP, well, gaming in general can help like your mental side of it, which we hear, but the pure fact that with RP and that you can literally like, it's like a double-edged sword where you can literally it can benefit you so much and then it can really fuck you over at the same time. But like the pure fact that you can pretty much dive deep into another character that's got no traits of your own, like you can create it however you want it to be, maybe someone that you want it to be, or whatever the circumstances that you wanted this character to be, you can do it, like and the fact that there's obviously role play, there's rules with the police and stuff like that, like it's still you can make it to that point where it feels like surreal and stuff like that, which can benefit those who are deep and lost into their own mental health and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like 100%.
It can feel like sort of an escape from
exactly
what they're going through in real life, so that they can portray this other character that they want on RP.
100%. And like especially with the Aussie gaming now, there's 100. Well, it's been like that for a month now, but 180 different players that you can interact with, and then there's like not only 180 in the game, there's still like another 60, 70 in queue waiting to get in the bloody game. Like,
damn, that's crazy,
like,
bro.
It's crazy, yeah. So many different personalities.
Yeah, and I guess our equivalent at the moment is Ark. Have you heard of Ark?
Good old Ark. Yes.
Man, that shit's all over RP, I reckon. Shout outs to Ark.
Yeah, maybe.
Yep.
Ark.
Yep. We don't have PC, man. Okay, nice. Yeah, cool. Nice half-hour chat about RP. Can't wait to play it. So before, bro, you mentioned the PC that you started playing with when you were a teenager. Was that when you started getting into gaming altogether, or were you playing in a younger age?
I was gaming, I guess, since I was young. I used to play on like my Nintendo 64 and immerse myself in those sort of games and every other kind of console in between. And then eventually, I think when I was like 15, 16, I bought a crappy computer and I just wanted to play games with some of my other friends from school.
Yeah.
And so the games that we used to play, we used to go to the internet cafe. And then eventually I saved up enough money so that I could buy my own computer and then do that, but at home.
Yeah.
But then back then the internet was crap, and so it would still be a thing. Like me and the boys would go to the local internet cafe, spend hours and hours there, do the overnights, like that, and that was our way of, I guess, bonding and whatnot, as compared to
what game was it?
Back then it was like CSGO, it was like Warcraft, it was Pon, it was all those games, those land-based games where you would just play against each other and yell at each other.
No, I've seen in chat. There's a game there that I remember.
Fucking hell. Hey, let's not talk about that, Mr. Bob Jones.
That game.
What is that?
So that was a game called Habbo.
I remember that game too.
Good old Habbo Hotel.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everyone did. So, like, back in the day, there were two games that people played online. You either played Habbo Hotel or you played RuneScape.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I was never a RuneScape player. So that was the OG RP, legit, what Mr. Bob Jones is saying.
Eish.
Yeah. We know all about... I know all about your alter ego, Mr. Bob Jones.
Oh, Cricky said it's
Man,
a game for
It's been a
horny
good 10
teens.
years.
that's crack up, bro. Hobo, fuck.
Did you never play that, Bandit?
Nah, I was a RuneScape guy.
Ah, okay. See that? Yeah, you were either one
Yeah.
or the other. You either played
Yeah.
RuneScape or you played Habbo. Habbo was just what they said, a game for horny teens.
Fuck that. Like, I know you said you got your PC to fucking, you know,
16, 15, 16. But yeah, I played
buy
that.
that. Fuck, bro. When I got my PC when I was like, about that same age. Fuck, bro. I was straight up on fucking Messenger and fucking
MSN select.
fucking MSN, bro. You already know.
Oh shit.
Something underscore skirks. Fuck, those are the days, bro.
Oh,
And then the
shit.
fucking, and then you got LimeWire, bro. Fuck, bro.
LimeWire and downloading
Yo.
every
Every latest
virus,
song that came
Yeah.
out, bro. 100%.
every
then-
song laced with viruses, and you'd be like, I don't know what's wrong with my computer. Something
Harder.
wrong with it. It's so slow.
Hey, my computer did well, wait, not gonna lie.
Fuck,
Yeah.
I remember LimeWire.
Then we took it to someone.
Oh
Holy
shit.
heck.
Oh, so,
Going through nostalgic moments. here with-
Yeah, actually, so I started gaming a little bit on PC, and then I moved back to PS2, 3, just because of rugby. The sports games I'm keen on the console.
yeah. Harder, though.
Yeah, see, LimeWire.
Every
Bevo.
night I do. Oh, good old Bevo. Let me share your heart with me. Share your heart with me. What the,
Yeah, harder.
why didn't you give me all three? What the?
Yeah, then they gave all three. Oh, they made it 3A. They increased it.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
And then you had like all your old accounts.
Hey,
Oh, what?
Had your old accounts?
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
this
whatever.
guy, man.
You know what's really funny though? Now that I think about Bebo, back in the day I used to make Bebo skins.
Yo.
Yep.
Which I guess that's my progression from making
Yeah,
banners
bro.
to Twitch and stuff now. Back in the day I used to make them on Bebo and MySpace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my wife did that as well. Like, she used to do that, but she's like, so when it comes to all the formal stuff, bro, I get her to do it because like she's got that little, formal shit that
Mm.
I struggle at. Oh, bro, that's pretty cool because I'm pretty sure you used to go to the websites as well,
Yeah.
and you should track them all on, put them together, and then you freaking upload something.
Hard all day. That's where you learn about like image dimensions. Oh, that's how I learned about it, was the Bevo skins and like knowing where to put things and stuff like that. Oh fuck, man. There's this one chick, do you remember? There's one chick that used to make skins and they'd look really nice. There'd be like skins of artists and like fuck, I can't remember her name though. Nah. Fuck. I've asked this to heaps of people, no one knows. But I'll find out.
There
one
were
day.
heaps though, but it just depends on
Yeah,
the sort of
true.
the sort of style back in the day that I used for my Beaver skins were very different to what I would use now.
Yeah,
So
yeah, for sure. It's a bit outlandish back then, eh? I was saying how to do
Fucking
should be rather than the actual DMs. Oh god. Anyway, talk to us about streaming, bro. So I guess it's interesting how people find out about streaming, get into streaming themselves. What was your kind of streaming journey?
Oh, my streaming journey. I don't even remember how I got onto Twitch. I don't even remember who I was watching at the time. I don't know. I do actually. I remember watching a YouTube video of one of my favorite girl content makers back in the day. Her name is KP, and she used to make League content.
Oh, okay.
And I just thought she was just super stunning and played the game so well. I was like, how can I do that? Like, how do I do that? And so I watched her YouTube stuff, and I didn't realize that all her YouTube content was her playing on Twitch, her live streaming.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And so eventually I went through the videos and I was like, oh, there's a link to Twitch. I'm like, what is that?
Mm.
Clicked on it, started watching her. didn't know anything about like how Twitch was set up, how subs, that sort of stuff, nothing at all. But I would just watch her when she played during times that were convenient for me. And I was like, because she's American, and I was like, huh? I'm like, this is cool. Like it wasn't a massive thing back then. So I was like, this is really intriguing. Like there's so many people sitting here watching her play games like me.
Mm.
And I'm like, this is cool. This is interesting. And then eventually I started watching some of the recommended ones for me, and I was like, is this something I could do? And then I was just like, for me, I spent a whole, I think, 6 months just watching a whole bunch of other streamers, and till I met one specific one, aka the jumper that Mr. Unknown is wearing.
The
Mr.
goat.
Solikefs.
Yeah.
I met Mr. Solikefs watching his stream through one of my mates in real life. He watched his stream and he's like, you should watch this guy. I'm like, okay. I sat there and I watched him and I was like, this guy gets me because he's playing the stuff that I want to play and he's doing what I want to do. And I'm like, how do I do this? So, you know, I spent a very long time in Mr. Kef's stream. And then I just was like, one day I'll DM him. I'm like, yo, what do I need to do? How do I do this? Like, and that's where I guess I started streaming, because Mr. Kef's pretty much was like, laid it out for me. We sat in a call one day and he's just like, what you need to do, if this is what you want to do, download this, look at this, watch this. He sent me links to YouTube videos, and that kind of helped with me learning more stuff on YouTube, because he's just like, you can find it all there. It's all there. You just need to search for it. Yeah. And so he sent me a few stuff that was like, that helped, and then he's like, just learn from there. And that's when I was like, yeah, sick, I can do this. Eventually he just pushed me. He's like, because I remember I was so worried how everything looked, how just like every other streamer, I feel like you worry too much about how everything looks, what you're doing and whatnot, that you sometimes get a little bit too afraid to actually stream. And I remember he just goes to me, just do it. Don't worry about the camera, don't worry about things, just worry about your gameplay and how you talk to people and engage with people. And eventually I was just like, I'm gonna do it. And then I did it. And I remember one of my very first streams, there was like one person in there, and I was so excited because I was like, there's someone talking to me. There's someone sitting there watching me, talking to me while I'm playing this game, while I'm being a bot. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just enjoying it. And I was like, it's just a different feeling, like, that you don't get anywhere else. And for me, I remember when I was first started talking to Mr. Kefs, I was like, my intent behind streaming is, for me, I love making friends. And so meeting all these people online and being a part of a community was something like massive for me. And I was like, I want to support this person. I want to support this person in any way I can. And so when then I finally decided to do it, and all these people then who I supported and whatnot, they wanted to do the same for me, I was shook. I was like, these people don't have to do anything for me. They don't owe me anything, just like I don't owe them anything. But because I spent time with them and I invested in just them, not necessarily invested money, invested anything, I just invested my time into them, they wanted to do the same for me. And that was like my turning point. I was like, I want to do this. Yeah.
That's me.
Tado. I like how you
For so long.
No, it's good. I like how you mentioned I like how you call him Mr. Gifts.
Mr. Gifts.
So you mentioned Mr. Gifts, and the thing with Gifts is that he'll go out of his way to help you if you ask for it.
Yeah.
And I think, I think there's a few people out there that do that. Like Susby, you were good with that, doing that for, I know for me when I first started. Um, Personally, for me, people like Tim, Mass, Mickey, Gifts, those are the people that will just help. And it just goes back to a separate conversation that we've had in the past on Tabs Up is, that everyone can win together. If you're up here, it doesn't mean that you stay up here and push everyone else down. It's almost like it's a responsibility that you take upon yourself to bring everyone else up. So that kind of behavior, bro, that's a big reason why I like the community so much. It's because it's starting to become more of fostering the community as a whole and growing each other. So that's a cool journey, bro. Cool journey.
And I think that's what's great about the OCE community. Everyone in the OCE community, they most love to see others succeed in any way or shape or form. It's not about comparing yourself with others. Especially for me, I love seeing the OCE streamers on top because they're people like me. They're people I know. They're people I've met. They're people who are like
100%.
who are doing what I'm doing, and they know our struggles because people in the OC community are completely different to the people in the NA community and whatnot.
Yeah.
And because there's, I guess, less of us, it's a much more tight knit culture between all the streamers. It doesn't matter if you're on Facebook or if you're on Twitch. There's just a connection with all the streamers. Like they want to see OCE streamers win, and for me, that's a massive thing. I love seeing OCE streamers. I'd rather watch an OCE streamer over an NA streamer any day.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just unplugged myself.
That's all good.
But yeah, I love seeing OCE streamers because one, they talk about the same things that I know about, so there's that instant connect. Like when someone talks about something that happens in America, I'm just like,
You can relate to more of the things that the OC streamers like.
yeah. So for me, seeing OC streamers and seeing them on the rise is like, that's epic because so many NA streamers and NA people, they don't think much of us to begin with. They don't think that we're as good or doing anything. And so for seeing OCE streamers rise to the top and like competing at the same levels, it's like a big kick to like those NA people who are like, oh, the OCE streamers, they're not doing anything, they're not amounting to anything. And so when we push all the rest of the OC streamers up and we want to see them win, that's a big that's not a thing that I guess most of the NA streamers do. Like they're just trying to advance themselves. Whereas because everyone in OCE knows each other, regardless if they like each other or not, they want OCE streamers to be up there.
Tied out. And I guess it's a bit oversaturated with creators outside of OCE. So yeah, 100%. Damn. All right. Speaking of the community, bro, you've met quite a bit or quite a few people like from the community. Can you tell us more about, I guess, the trips you've done to the gaming meetups or the Twitch meetups and conventions, and like who you've met along the way?
Oh, where to begin? I'm trying to think of the first. Oh, the first one that I went to a meetup here in Sydney with Mr. Massacre. I'm trying to think who else was there. My brain's King Kaust.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he didn't show up. That's never mind.
Okay.
He didn't show up.
Sweet.
He was meant to.
The Unspirit.
Mr. Jack, Mr. Tumike. Mr. Starley, do you go?
Yep, Starley.
Starley, he was there, and I'm blanking. Oh, and of course, Mr. Salmon Hulkster. He
Oh,
was there
yo.
because yeah. When he was here in Sydney, he came down for that, and so that was the first, I guess, first ever kind of meetup that I've ever been to, and it was just the boys. We went to go eat, and we just wanted to hang out and like get to know each other.
Mm.
And so for me, since then, I've developed a friendship with Mass 100%. Like me and Mass also went to Melbourne together. We went to the Fortnite tournament together. Um, I've seen parts of Mass that people shouldn't see.
Oh, nice.
But
How am I not surprised?
true, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like and then putting a face, I guess, to the most of them you've already seen face to face on webcam and whatnot.
Yeah.
But putting like the full embodiment of them to what you know of them on stream is completely different because some streamers are different to how they act on stream.
True.
And so meeting people and like getting to know them on that personal level is crazy because it's like never would I have imagined I would meet these people who love doing what they do and it's the same thing that I love doing. So meeting people who have the same passions as you and then kind of like developing that friendship and like supporting them that way, it's like it's crazy because I'm like I never thought if someone had told me like 10 years that you could stream and meet friends and stuff like that online, I would have been like, are you sure that's not a predator trying to rape me?
Yeah, harder.
But now it's now in the age that we're at where everything is digital, it's like meeting these people and then meeting them in real life solidifies that connection you have with them. And so I've met you two in Melbourne last year when we went to PAX. I was like, did he? Yeah. I was like, I can't hear you, Mr. Unknown. Did you unplug yourself?
Yeah, it's on now. It's on.
Yeah. I was like,
No, I was
are
gonna
you
say,
sure?
were we the same when you met us?
Yes. You definitely, you 100% are definitely the exact same person
Harder.
online that you are offline.
I thought he turns himself up like 10 when he's online, but in real
Nah.
life, bro,
It's exactly the same.
exactly the same.
And that's what I want to create. Like I was watching today, like you're getting roasted either from talking to you in stream or IRL, man. Like 100%. It doesn't matter who you are.
Such a fuck.
He's
thing,
the
like, I just want
exact same butthead.
Yeah.
I just want the same good vibes,
Good vibe, Seychelles.
Good vibes.
Good vibes. Good vibes with the roasting. You don't
Good
know.
vibes. 100%.
Yeah. Nah, hard. Facts.
Yeah, and Bandits are very different to how he is online.
Fuck off.
He's a lot shorter.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Susby was the shortest.
Oh no. I was like, those.
Yeah, I know,
I was
but
talking to like, hey.
as being the Asian.
Whoa.
Also, you wanna get another?
Don't make me get the photos out.
Let's get.
I was like, don't make me get the photos out, Bandit. You're not that much taller than me, buddy.
Do you know what's crack up, bro? Is that most of the boys, the heavy hitters, we're all the fucking same height, bro. Pretty much.
You're all of the same height. The only one that was taller than all of us was can't remember the name.
Alex?
Is he shorter?
I don't know.
I know.
taller than
I know.
Ed?
Gifts is taller than us.
No, I think you guys are the same height.
Oh,
Same.
yeah. I don't know.
Are you taller than my brother? Are you taller than Ed?
I don't know. Ed's taller than you, isn't he?
Yeah.
The one that's in
I'm
our
the
school,
shortest.
Group Chase.
Oh, no, that was tall sissy. They're fucking little
Yeah.
shit.
What's his real name?
Peter.
Is his name Peter?
Peter.
Wait, after all this time, I never knew
was
his
the
name.
only one that was the tallest out of everyone.
Yeah, he's humongous, eh?
Humongous.
Yeah. Oh, you know. So.
Just this much taller.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like me and Fred look the same height, and then think you, Fades, Alex, and
And
Ed
Ed,
are on the same height.
similar. Yeah. And then Susby, my mate.
Like, don't make me get the photos out because you weren't that much taller than me.
Nah, jokes, bro.
I was like, you're short.
Yeah, no, you were. I remember
He's
that.
amazing.
Because I think we don't know how tall Iggy is.
Yeah, and he's the one person. Oh no, like Fred and that know Fades and Flex know him.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I've met him, but the rest of us don't. So, we haven't met him. So, yeah, nah, interesting. You went to the States as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I went to the States for TwitchCon, and that was an experience.
That's buzzy, man. Is it what you
and-
thought it would be?
No, I didn't have any expectations for it.
Oh, awesome. Yep.
And like, so the first part of that trip as well was also meeting another streamer that I had never met before in real life, but he's from New Zealand, Mr. Overtwitch. And I've known him for like a good year or so. And so it's so funny because we were talking like about 6 months before, and we're like, let's go to TwitchCon, let's go to America.
Yeah.
And like, this is a person I've known for like a year, and I'm just like, okay, let's go, across the world together and see how we go.
Buzzy,
And
man.
but it's so funny because he's exactly how he is online. And I guess I hope I'm exactly the same as I am online. And so when we met, we clicked straight away. And it's like I've known him years. And so like then we, I guess, solidifying our friendship by going halfway across the world together to America.
Bet.
And it was so funny because it's like, because I guess he is from New Zealand, and I guess the culture is the same, a little bit the same, similar between us and here in Australia. That it wasn't a massive culture shock. So we're just like, we're friends, we're bros. That's how it was.
Yeah.
But then going over to the States, the funniest thing that I guess we noticed was the people in America really don't understand our humor.
Oh, really?
They really do not understand our humor down here. They have like, so when we're down here, when we roast each other and make fun of each other, that's our way of showing that we like each other.
Yeah.
While as in America, if you do that sort of thing, they always think, oh, why do you guys hate each other?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so me and Overtouch, we were like calling each other the C word every day, just making jokes, making fun of each other. And then our friends there would be like, why do you guys hate each other? Like why are you guys acting like this?
Yeah.
And we're like, what do you mean? That's just how we are. Like, that's just how our friendship is. Like, it's so funny that they think us calling each other this, cunts, and that is a bad thing, as compared to us, we only call each other that if we like each other.
Yeah, I do.
Like, specifically in Australia, if you call each other the C word, you're like good mates.
Like you're
But
cool with each other.
If you say to someone, yo mate, go away, like get lost, you're legit saying,
Yeah.
get away from me, get fucked. So it's funny because they're like, you guys are just so backwards. And I'm just like, no, you.
They don't know the vibes,
They're like, they don't understand that if we're being super nice to you, we probably don't like you.
Yeah.
But I guess in that sense, when you say it out loud, that is kind of backwards, how we interact with one another. But that's all we know.
That's the norms.
That's the norms. Like if I'm being nice to you, I probably don't like you. And if I'm roasting you or making fun of your shortness or your hair, then yeah, that one was directed to you.
Caught it. Did you worry?
I love that.
Oh, man. Have you been here?
Honestly, it's funny you say that, like, because like, obviously, like this whole, our humor, it starts from young, obviously.
Yeah.
But can you imagine like being stuck, like how many times you've been waiting to get picked up, with a friend or sibling, and you have to wait. Imagine having like, like not having those roasting convos, like, oh, you
Imagine
played
being
well.
next to each other.
Yeah, like you played well today, bro. It-
Awkward, eh?
thanks. Yeah, it'd be fucking awkward as
Yeah,
shit, man.
yeah.
Like today, like also like before, after a game, you're like, bro, fuck us, and you get bumped from that big cunt over there, bro. Like, other way,
Oh shit.
other way, Bandit.
No, oh, now for me, he's over here.
Oh yeah, true.
But yeah, nah, facts, bro. Facts. It's crazy. People don't like it's different vibes in different places. But just hard out, bro. What I was saying before, have you been to Auckland for Twitch? Yeah.
I was like, me?
Or have
Bro,
you
I haven't
been?
even been to Auckland, bro.
Oh, actuals. Don't. That's not great. It's not.
Yeah, I don't want to downgrade anyway. Fuck city, baby. What's goody?
Let's go.
Actually, I have been to one for, well, not necessarily for Twitch, but I went there and then I met a whole bunch of people from Twitch. I met T-Mod, I met Alpha Lady, I met Beware, Mr. Descending Spud, Mr. Falling Potato.
Oh shit.
I met Mr. Timprovise.
Yep.
Oh, wait, was that before PAX?
Yeah. That was.
Oh, did you go to both?
I think on the en route from America.
I was on route from America. I stopped
I
at
remember
for a
that.
couple days, and then went from there straight to PAX.
Yeah.
As you do.
Look, I got a lot of annual leave time that I
Yeah.
accumulated over 3 years.
Nice.
Didn't
Cool.
take any, so
Yeah.
I finally got to take some.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, and then I'm like meeting them crazy because I wasn't especially Tim, I wasn't expecting it
Yeah.
because I went there. I went there just as a day in between to like relax, going from America to back home, and I met up with T-Mod, and then T-Mod's like, "Oh yeah, let's go to this thing." I'm like, "Yeah." Oh, and then we met Wolfie as well, Mr. Wolfie.
Oh shit, was Wolfie there too?
Yeah, because we ended up going to a fighting game competition, Standing Fierce.
Yep.
And so all the Tim was announcing the games, and so he was there, and I was like, I never thought that I would meet someone, just like I didn't expect him, and when I saw him, like,
Yeah.
it was great, and I was just like, yo, like these are just like more people that I get to be like, these are people that I love seeing, these are people that I support, these are people that I never thought I would have met, and they're just in this place, and I'm like, crazy.
Hardo.
And then I met this butthead here.
Yeah, fuck this. Same, bro. The same worst day we had meeting this. Fuck.
Nah, that was great. That was a good day.
Told you, man. Gotta be the same person. Don't be fake.
Yeah, hard.
If you be a dickhead, be a dickhead.
Be a dickhead.
Like that guy up here.
Yeah, hard out, ain't this guy?
That guy up there.
Yeah,
Asshole.
hard out. Fucking shit.
Oh, what was up this side?
No, that's the other one.
Oh.
So you've met all the aunties, bro, and the
I have.
cousins.
I have.
I don't-
With more to come, hopefully.
Yeah, I don't think, like, from the people that I know, I don't know if there's anyone else that's met as many of the OCE people than you have. And yeah, fuck, that's pretty cool, bro.
Yeah, I think Susby's met the most.
Yeah.
Just great timing, guys. Great timing.
Yeah, I don't. What would, like, I guess apart from like the friendships that you've made, what would be the kind of good things that have come out of your streaming career?
For me, I guess 100% it's just that. Like I didn't come onto streaming to make money or anything like that. I came to make friends because I wanted to make friends with people who had the same interests as me, who had the same, vibe as me. Because like I've met a whole bunch of people through the clubbing scene, through drinking and through whatnot, and I
Yep.
love all those people. But when it comes to playing games or playing certain games, it wasn't something that they understood because they would rather, I guess, go party than play games.
Yeah, harder.
And so for me, when I started streaming, I wanted to meet all these like-minded people who enjoyed playing games and like wanted to play with me. That sounds wrong, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, harder.
And so I think that's always what it's been for me. It's not about anything else. It's me just wanting to make friends who have the same interests. And so for me, I know specifically through games that I've played over the years, I've made some of the bestest friends I've made online, and then meeting them in real life. These are other people. These aren't streamers and whatnot, but they're now part of my family. They've met my family. I've met their family, and so these people are like I have a much more solid relationship with them than some people that I know in real life now.
Facts. Yep.
And so that's always been a thing for me. Like people always are like, your gaming friends are not real friends, and I'm like, that's a joke. That's 100% a joke because there are so many gamers out there that know me on a whole different level compared to my in real life friends because they've been there at points where I necessarily didn't want to talk about things, and we just played games to alleviate the situation.
Yep.
Oh, so yeah, like I know specifically like there's been a whole lot of stuff with I guess mental health and gaming, and people don't realize that we don't always necessarily just play games to play games. Sometimes we use it as our way out. We use it as a way to de-stress. Use it as a way to relax. And it's so funny because so many people think of gaming as useless time wasting, and they don't understand that this is our way of doing things. This is our way of
Yeah.
coping. This is our way of, I guess, just figuring out, figuring out escaping the realities that we have each day. And it's so funny now that people are realizing that and they're coming to terms with it, and it's being celebrated, but not enough, I think.
Yeah. 100%.
Sorry.
No, 100%. It's like recently, I don't think it's been, I guess, looked at in a positive light as much as it should be. Because a lot of the content that we see online about people that game, like fuck. There's a tweet I saw, and I think someone from the comms retweeted it, but it's like or commented on it. It's like if you're 30 years old and you're playing whatever game it is or something, and it's like it's mocking them.
Yeah.
But there was that TikTok that came out a couple of months ago, and I don't know the dude, but he explained in his TikTok, it blew up. Yeah,
I
explained
remember
what
that
it
one.
was about, like why gaming was a thing for people, for guys in general. So yeah, 100% agree with you, and like I don't mean to take the conversation away from what we're talking about, but I had this conversation with my partner last week. Because like personally it's been a tough week or two mentally, and like I don't know why, but I spoke to her about this is the reason why I get into creating content, is because my focus is going towards something that I think is what's the word I'm looking for, purposeful. Or even if it's just gaming in general, like your focus is going towards something that's I think it's a positive thing, gaming and creating the content that you create, because it feels that keeps you mentally stimulated at times where if you don't have anything to mentally stimulate yourself, you might find yourself falling into like holes or dips in your with your mental health. So 100% agree with you, bro. It's buzzy. With you personally, have you found, I guess, or like, for terms of we speak about mental health and raising mental awareness, especially for the gamers out there and the ones that are from OC, because it's not normal for our kind of, I guess, crowd to be talking about that kind of stuff. But I guess for you personally, when did you figure out that mental health was like a thing?
For me, personally, like, I'm someone who, I guess, I've struggled with my mental health for a very long time, and I kind of put it into avenues that weren't exactly fruitful for me
Mm,
at first. You know, I would do a whole lot of things that, I guess, like drinking, going out, partying, and whatnot, and that was my way of kind of like trying to drown it out. And so for the longest time, I just pushed it aside. And then for me, especially like with gaming and having, someone to talk to at like 2 a.m. when we're just chilling and like playing games. And I guess at those times, it's like you realize that there are these people who are there for you regardless of your situation. Um, like for me specifically, like having someone to talk to and listen to just anything at, say, like I said, 2 a.m. in the morning when you're feeling a certain way and you're feeling not 100%, and someone's just there just to relieve you of that, kind of like take your mind off things,
mm,
just and play games with you. And so I think like realizing that the friendships that I've made with people online and the friendships I've made because of that, it really opened my eyes to how I let certain things affect my mental health.
mm,
I, I wasn't dealing with things in healthy ways. And so it bottled it all up for me. Like, yeah, I think I tried to channel things into other outlets that weren't, like I said, weren't fruitful and weren't beneficial to me. I, was drinking all the time. I was partying all the time. I was, doing drugs all the time. I was trying everything to silence the mental health issues that I had going on.
mm,
And, it really took its toll over the years for me to the point where, you know, as of recent situations, I know you both know this from me, but it all got a bit too much. My work stuff, my relationship stuff, my life stuff, my family stuff, everything that I had been bottling up over so many years and putting into wrong avenues, it finally hit me all at once.
mm,
And it was a really really dark time for me. It was a really 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 dark space, and I don't even remember how I got to that point.
mm,
I don't even remember being so. I don't even have the words for it. I had lost all hope, and it was just so crazy to me because the people that I love the most, the people who saw me in that time, had never seen the side of me because I was so afraid to speak about it.
Mm.
Like my best friend and never seen me that sad or that crazy or that upset or that angry. And looking back on it now, I'm like, why didn't I tell these people about these issues that I was having? And it came down to, like, being too proud to ask for help.
Mm.
It came down to, for me personally, I never want to burden people with certain issues because I know everyone else has their own issues. And for me, I was like, they don't want to hear about why I feel like shit. And it was just a constant thing in my head, like going, they don't care, they don't give a shit.
Mm.
But they do.
Mm.
And I realize that now, like, people, you can't, you don't know what people think. You don't know how people are. So until you say something, you have no idea, and you can't rely on your own knowledge. You can't expect them to think that way if you don't say anything. And yeah.
But you pretty much, it's pretty much like, I won't say, you could say like a typical story that like on, that's pretty much the last, that's what happens, when pretty much your jar is full. Like eventually it's gonna come to a point where it's literally just gonna explode, you know. And like you said, like you weren't sure at the time, like there's no, how do you say it? We spoke about it before, Bandit, with a lot of our other guests, is that like when you break your leg, this is what you do, bro. But it doesn't have anything like rules or anything, or any like if
Mm.
you're fucked up, you're pretty fucked up in the head, and it's getting a bit too much. It doesn't tell you, there's no steps of how it's supposed to, or how you're supposed to deal with it and stuff like that. Like I think that's why the main thing that we're pushing it is like, for us to talk about it. I think it's the more people that get out there to talk about it, like the more normal it can get. Like the first couple of posts I remember seeing over the last, let's just go 10 years of people, opening up their heart and stuff. Like for me, it's like, well, it's pretty cool. Like, but I wasn't as, I wasn't as aware with the whole mental thing as I am like now, which is looking back on it, which really good. Like the fact that it's getting to a better place where we can get to that point where it's normal to talk about mental health and stuff like that. Like your story there is a perfect example of how everyone, or majority of us, live our lives.
Yeah.
You don't want to, like, even though no one likes to struggle and stuff like that. The worst thing about it, you don't want anyone else like losing sleep over it. You don't want
Yeah.
anyone else like having to worry about it. Like, like your good mate down there, he's got his own wife and kids. Like, I don't want him to worry about it and stuff like that. But at the same time, like if the worst case scenario happens, like you'd actually do more worse to your mate because you didn't talk about it. Even not to him. Something that we have to say is, at least you're talking to someone about it.
100%, bro. Like you gotta, like you're saying, bro. It gets worse the longer you put it off, and the feeling of becoming a burden becomes worse as well because you know how bad it is yourself. So you're putting that off longer, or you putting that off longer. Just just the endless cycle of it getting worse. So, like you're saying, you're better off having a conversation, or doing something at an earlier point. And it's just like freaking what you were saying before about YouTube, bro. Oh shit, let me fix that. What you're saying before about YouTube, bro, is that YouTube has so much content that people put out for editing because that's what people are passionate about, and they put it out there so we can learn it just like that. But things like this, it might be a bit harder to find, and the people that talk about it, they might not have the same influence as the people that you go to, which is a big reason why we do this in the first place, is because we're doing our part to promote having the conversation, to promote seeking help, and we might not have the right answers, but we'll get experiences from all our guests, like from you and even our own experiences as well, and like spreading that awareness of this is what we did personally, and this is what we went through personally. That's us doing our part. So it's all about just encouraging the conversation, at least the conversation, and letting others know that it's all good, bro. Like, just you speak up. It's okay. You're not a burden, and we get that feeling as well. And I haven't heard that before on Tabs Up, as of having that feeling of being a burden to others. But in the same, I guess, in the same sense, it is something that holds us back. And I think especially us as Polynesians, that holds us back because we don't want to put our issues on other people. And like you said, Sus, pride is so dangerous, bro. And fuck, for us, that's a huge thing. Like, we get raised a certain way, and our dads are like the fucking man of the house, and that's what we need to be like when we grow up. Our dads don't have fear, they don't have issues in their own minds, but well, that's the thoughts that we have. So why am I having these kind of thoughts? And yeah, I like how you highlighted those certain things, because that's common, man. It's real common, and it's terrible, bro. That it's so common, but you wouldn't know if like you didn't talk about it. Like, you wouldn't know that this person has the same thoughts that you have, and the same things going on for them. It's fucking buzzy, man.
Yeah, I think it's such a massive thing. It's such a common thing for guys in general to not do. They're like, as men in general, there's this sort of stigma that you have to be a certain way. You have to be the man of the house. You have to be this ever strong person and not have any feelings because you're the one that everyone is relying on. But that's 100% not the case. Like, with like even with sayings like, behind every great man is a great woman. It's behind every great man is someone else who encourages that person. It's being open to, sorry, someone called. It's being open to other people, allowing them to speak into your life in a positive way that reinforces you to want to be better, to want to do better, to be better.
Yeah.
And like, as men, we there's this pridefulness that people have, that you're like, no, I can do it all on my own. I have to do it all on my own. And until you have like these conversations with people, some people are legit stuck in that mindset. People think that that's how it should be or how they should do it, and they don't ever think that there's any other way out of it. They think that the only way they can do it is just by themselves, that they can't ask anyone for help, that they can't talk to people. And that's still such a thing to this day, and that's bizarre to me, because as much as we are progressing as a community, as a whole, as men, it's sometimes I feel like it's 2 steps forward but then 3 steps back, because until we talk about certain situations or certain things like what we're doing, people don't always see that. Like you guys said, within the Polynesian community, most men are too afraid to speak about their certain truths and whatnot, and so they push it aside, they bury it deep under other things, and then they never speak about it. And that's why, statistics for people in the OC region and men in general and men of the Pacific Islands, their rates of suicide are much higher than anyone else, because there is that certain pride that they've been instilled through their upbringing, through the way they see things through their eyes, basically. And so being a part of this, being able to speak about it, being able to use your platform is, it's crazy to me, because I'm like, this is what we need to be doing. And this is something that needs to be said, but some people are still afraid to listen. Some people are still afraid to speak about it.
Yeah.
Well, that's me. There's probably another topic that that Brandon, we want to talk about it. That like it's just more of a like a hand me down thing that we get like from our our parents and like the men and stuff. It's just it was brought to my attention probably like last year and I was talking to someone about it before, but so pretty much like just a little quick thing on it, because this is how easy it is to pass down. So my pop is like I've heard stories of my pop growing up, like like tsunami hitting the village. His mate, their family stayed along the beach side where our family is more in the bush. Obviously, it all got wiped, and so to help clean up, they would move the bodies in there. Like at the age of like 8 to 10 years old, and you're doing that, you're already moving, your friend's body and stuff like that. Like that's like a first click to where it goes. As an 8-year-old, that's not normal for an 8-year-old for you to be, helping out. How do you say, your deceased friends and family, who have literally died and stuff.
Yeah.
And over the years, I think probably he would have been in his 30s when he got into the accident in Auckland, and a dark bend, he sort of pulled out, and a bike just came flying over. Unfortunately, he was deceased as well. Like, he went up to him, made sure. The fact that there's no like how you're supposed to deal with this. So my pop's a real hard man, real old school and stuff like that. And for me to, one time when you're a kid, you're not old enough to realize anything. So it's like why you so angry? Why are you doing this? Like, why do you show no fear and stuff like that? Like, which part of that was, which part in your timeline as a father, as a youngster, with the experiences that he's went through? Like, there's always going to be someone who's going to have a worse experience than you have. But like, for something that, and these are just the stories that I know of, but for me to think back and like, where in that lifetime, so my pop's 70 something now, where in that lifetime of his 70 plus years was he supposed to learn on how to talk about his emotion, his mental side of it? Like I really know, like my mental state is really, this stage it's pretty fucked up and stuff like that, which is that's on me to make sure that I'm doing all I can to make sure that that I'm not like doing bad to my own health, my family, my wife, my kids. But like when you think of it, something like that, like where in a typical Samoan man's life, where is he supposed to learn the control of mental health, like over the years? And then when you go back, like like my pop's dad, his dad, and his dad, like it's just a massive, bro. It's literally just going like this, like, so pretty much one way, and that's show no fear, and that's it. And it's just drawn down now to here, now Australia, New Zealand, where we've got technology now. Technology is a big thing, and now that we're helping, it's kind of too late, but then it's kind of good because we're getting somewhere now.
Yeah.
Like, and it's one of those things that, like you're saying, like there's nothing out there, and I think for us, like for us as people in general, I think, bro, we just gotta put it out there more, because like I said, that suicide rate is fucking ridiculous there.
100, bro.
And I think, bro, we got to do something about it,
Yeah.
because it's freaking crazy big.
Mm.
I can't even remember last time. I can't remember the statistics last time of it, but it was still up to 80% in New Zealand between the age of, I think it was it about 12 to 21, like that age group on the suicide rate was fucking crazy, man.
Fuck,
So I
bro.
think, yeah. So I think like us, you know, I think, look, I know, you know, I know me and Bandit don't have the fucking the degrees, you know, freaking for this whole, but
Yeah, I know.
fuck, we're starting somewhere, man.
Yeah.
And big thanks to you, Susby, again, like, you know, on the lines of sharing your experience, because I think that's just gonna help in breaking the cycle of this whole, you know, tough man fucking mentality that a lot of the Polynesians fathers and their fathers have passed down.
100%. And like just to quickly add on to what you're talking about, and I know that people are starting to talk about it in the chat as well, is the cycle. You know,
100.
we're raised where if we do something wrong, we know that we're going to get in trouble, or if we do something that we feel might piss our parents off, we know that we're going to get in trouble. And we don't have that relationship where it's open two-way communication on, you know, this is why I'm upset. Like, you know, you're not getting a hiding this time. You know, like, you know, we're not giving hidings. It's not like that. It wasn't like that for us. You know, we can go back and forth and speak up about certain things. So that's all we know. And then if you think about like how you're talking about your pops and his dad before him and his dad before him, it would have been something similar. Like that line of communication is cut off. It's all one way. And we've talked about this before as being young dads, is that, you know, that's something that we don't want to raise our kids with. We don't want to have our kids to have the same kind of one way line of communication that was given to us in certain aspects. So yeah, 100% agree with you. Those suicide rates are crazy. When you think about what you went through in life between 12 and 20, bro, that's fucking heaps. So much change, so much fucking like events going on in your life, so many people involved in your life at that point in time, and fuck, bro, that's buzzy, that's crazy. But yeah, like you said, bro, sus, that thanks for sharing that. That's, you know, it's not expected of our guests to go as deep as they do, but, you know, we're grateful for you sharing at least, you know, your own experience with mental health. Yo.
I was like, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. You know, like,
it's all good, bro.
yeah.
You know, it's actually funny you said that. I had a conversation with someone, and I don't know, I don't want to disclose any names and stuff like that, but something's going on where it's sort of a younger generation, well, not younger generation, but their generation is in a sticky situation, and there's only one person in the old school generation that understands, like, is like a youth worker. The fact that when I asked the question, were the old generation involved in this, you know, whatever situation it is, and yeah, and they're like, no, the younger generation is taking care of it, which is kind of the way that needs, because once the old school get a hold of it, like, it's literally going to be like, it's not going to end well. Like, it just doesn't end well. And the older generation, they like to talk shit about it, like, whether they like it or not. You know, the older generation like to have their 2 cents freaking, you know, here, there. But those 2 cent comments, man, like, you know, to these guys, oh, you know, it's just a comment. But like, a 2 cent comment, you know, is fucking having a dig at someone, you know, while they're down. You know, it's a little bit much, like, so it's. So, like, because I've seen in the comment there, you know, like, our generation's the only, and the next generation that comes on, you know, we gotta be able to have that two-way convo, you know, 100%. Because as much as, like, you know, we all love our old school and stuff like that, but when it comes to mental health, old school is definitely not the way to go.
Yeah.
And they might, like,
don't get me wrong, bro. You used to catch me in those 90s playlists, baby. You freaking already know.
there might be fucking parents out there, you know, the fact that they have, you know, we're not speaking on behalf of all the parents, we're speaking on behalf of the parents that that we are aware of. So there might be parents out there that have these good relationships to like lines of communication, and shout outs to them. But yeah, we're not saying it's everyone. And Timo brought up a good point. It's not too late. It's never too late. If we wanted to, I guess, raise awareness and make a change with our elders. But yeah, 100%. And those 2 cent comments that you mentioned, bro, that's, even one of those, getting one of those thrown at you is enough to just put you in a bad state of mind and ruin your day. And, that's then fucking take the shit out of you and shit like that. So yeah, I did want to ask Susby,
Yes.
you mentioned the things that you've gone through, but I was interested to know if you're comfortable with sharing it. Like, what are some of the things that you did personally to, I guess, put yourself in a position where you are today?
Um, for me, I guess just realizing all the things that I had done previously to hide certain things, to push it aside, realizing that those were things that I was consciously doing because I was afraid of what people would say, what people would think, or having the mentality where I'm like, I can't speak about it because I have too much pride to. Like
Mm,
realizing that I put those blocks on myself and kind of like now looking at it and being like, I shouldn't be doing that. I can't be doing that, or else I will put myself into a position again where I don't feel safe.
mm,
Like seeing those things that I had done before, being so scared of what people would think, and kind of just being like, really don't give a shit what people think, and kind of breaking that, and just, I don't know, just coming out of that sort of shell, coming out of that toxicity that I put on myself.
mm,
And like, so for me specifically, like, after my whole situation happened, after I was at my darkest, I getting the second chance that I got, getting the second chance I still have right now, I looked at all the things that were important in my life then, previously, and reassessing them all and being like, that's not really important. That's not really important. That's not really important. And putting things that are important to me and how I should be at the top of my list really changed this whole mindset of how I want to use my platform, how I want to speak to people, how I want to change people. Not necessarily like change people, but like open their eyes, open their hearts to something different.
mm,
So like I know specifically for me, like this is just one of the stories that I've had. So my one of my best friends, um, he was before he met me was a very homophobic person. Would just talk shit constantly, just make jokes, think it was hilarious, think it was funny. Didn't realize he was doing it because that's just the way he was brought up. He didn't
mm,
know, and he didn't understand that the things that he was saying, the things he was doing were having negative effects on people because he just was unaware. And for me, coming into his life, being the way I am, being, I wouldn't, I don't know if I would say I was like openly gay or whatnot,
mm,
but I never, I never once said I wasn't. Like, if anyone would ask me, I would be like, yeah, I am. And what?
yeah.
Like, I never hid it from anyone, but also never, no one ever asked.
Mm,
So for me, I was like, I thought everyone knew. I legit 100% thought everyone knew. I thought it was common knowledge. And so for me, I never thought I had to come out to certain people or come out to friends, come out to family, come out to anyone because I just assumed everyone knew. And so when my best friend, I kind of came out to him, he was so shocked because for him, he's this is the person that I am with him is the only person he's ever known. Like he hasn't known me to be, anything other than who I am. And so that opened his eyes to, being more open about people and their situations and not having this negative connotation to a group of people. So like he specifically I remember he told me one day that his siblings were just like him and hated like were just homophobic, just hated all gay people, just didn't want anything to do with them, didn't want to like talk to them, nothing. And I remember he told me then one day, he never told them about me when I would come hang out and whatnot. But eventually, like the more they hung out with me, they kind of realized, oh, he's a certain way. He's this because of things I would say, or because I'm never afraid to say how I feel.
Yeah.
Um, and so he then said to me, you changed my family's perspective on people because you are just you. You are like you're just you. Like you're not overly this, you're not overly that, you're not the stereotypes, you're not this, you're not that. And I'm like, yeah, and like that's all I've ever given to you guys. That's all I've ever wanted. And so for me, now that I now that I think about it later on in life, I'm like, if this is the gift that I can give to people, like making them understand that not all people are this certain stereotype that they have, or and opening their eyes to people who just want to be like them and loved and accepted, then that's something that I will want to put my time into.
Mm.
So I know, like for some of you guys, I don't know if you guys knew that from the beginning when you guys met me, and like what were I guess again. Did you guys know that about me? Did you guys learn that later on down the track? Like, was that something that was blatantly obvious to you, or was it not?
I thought it was obvious, but I didn't ask. Because, like, do you know what I think personally? Is that I was too
Mm,
scared to ask you. Because, like, it's like, I just have this idea in my head that it's awkward to ask people if they're gay.
mm,
And, like, I think, like, when I first met you, like, through stream and that, kind of had an idea, but, like, didn't change to, like, how I thought about, like, you as a person. But
yeah.
still, didn't want to ask you because I thought, that, like, inside my own head, I'm like, fuck, will he get offended if I ask? Um, and will he get offended if I ask? And he's not gay as well. Like, is it even normal to ask people that? Like those kind of thoughts. And like, fuck, I'm sorry, man, if this is like coming off as offensive, but like, it's like that's the thoughts that was going through my head.
Yeah. So looking.
Oh, me. Like, I think that's the bad thing about there. There is a bad thing about it, like when you assume something,
Yeah,
and it's totally wrong. So, like, yeah, I sort of like how, like would you say, just a little bit with some stuff I sense a bit feminine towards it. So it's, you know, like, not that there's anything wrong about it, but like, you know, that's like an indicator for me. It's like, oh yeah, cool. Like, but you know, like, it's like you said, like, you know, you weren't afraid to, you know, talk about, like, you know, be who you are, and like, oh, when we met you and stuff like that, like, you know, fucking
Yeah.
be whatever you want. Like,
It's all
you're still
good.
getting roasted by me. That's 100%.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Yeah.
you know, it's literally like nothing changes.
Mm. You're
Like,
still
I
one of
think
the
a lot
boys,
of
eh?
people, like you said, yeah, a lot of people, like you said, like, you know, they have that, oh, he's the, you know, or he or she does, you know, you have the, oh, you know, like,
Yeah.
okay, but if you're genuine, freaking, you're all good. You know,
Yeah.
let's have a drink and chill.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think, yeah, that, like Bennett said, you know, people have assumptions, and that's possibly the worst thing. Not like, it's not like you do it personally, like you assume thing, but it's just something that I guess is inbuilt in people, that they assume straight away, and they assume not all people assume good things.
Mm.
Yeah.
And so I know that for a fact myself. Some people, like, they assume straight away from the beginning, and then choose not to be friends with you from the get-go because of those assumptions.
Mm.
Yeah.
And for me, that's something that I've always struggled with my mental health as well, because I'm like, these people don't know me.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
These people know nothing about me, yet dislike me from the get-go just because of something I am, and not something I choose.
Mm.
That there also is a massive misconception that people choose to be a certain way.
Mm.
Because for me specifically, I know people used to say that a lot to me, and I was always like, don't you think I would choose then to be exactly like you, so that I wouldn't have to deal with the shit that you give me?
Yeah, bro.
And I'm like, it wows me that people think it's a choice, or that people
Yeah.
think they can
100.
change it with all these crazy things.
Mm.
And so I'm just like, I think that's a barrier that also needs to be broken, that people have these assumptions and should just see people as they are. And if you decide down the track you don't want to be my friend because I'm a shitty person, by all means, don't be my fucking friend. Like, but don't not like me and not want to talk to me because of something that I can't change. Like, I like I don't come to you going, "Oh, you're a straight person. I don't like you from the get go because you're straight." That's just saying that sounds stupid.
Mm.
So why do we allow it to be done the other way?
Mm.
And then, like, for me, as of recent, I now challenge my friends when they say shit like that. I'm like,
Oh, that's solid,
well,
bro.
why? Like, I don't say that shit about you.
Mm.
I don't make assumptions of you because of the way you are or who you are or whatnot. So why do you think you have the right to say those things to other people?
Mm.
And I think that's the main thing we need to do as people. We need to challenge our friends, challenge our families, because I know specifically my family, my parents, they're very old school as well. And when my mom says things like that these days, I don't want to be disrespectful to her, but at the same time, I have to be like, why do you say that? Because if I don't say it, no one else will to her.
Mm.
And then she doesn't understand why it's not a good thing to say. Why being a certain way, being blocked off to something else, to someone else, is a bad thing.
100.
Bro, for me, like, there's one thing that oh, I don't know how to say it. So the term that's gay, you know, Like it's something that you grew up using towards something that was like stink, you know, just like you
Yeah.
know, with how the world's going now, you know, like like I hated the fact that, you know, like because you know, like you grow up saying something like and it has no meaning towards which is the community or that, like, you know, and it's just one of those things, and I was like, you know, like you know, oh stink, like, you know, it's I hated the fact that that I would get, oh no, I wouldn't get judged or anything, you know, but like it put it towards that side of things. They're like, oh, what do you have against, you know, gay people? And I'm like, you know, that whole term
Yeah.
just thrown out the water. So I hate the fact that whole thing. So which is why it's sort of like, ugh, you know, that's sort of off topic in that, but you know, it's still the same thing that like it's used. People like to, you know, group you in that group, you know, who don't like those sort of people.
Being
But yeah,
politically
exactly. Like,
correct.
you know, like you said, but you don't know me. Like I just said a phrase, like literally, and it's something that me and my younger brother spoke about. Me and Jared spoke about it. Like most of the times when we have our humor, but and when me and Jared go at each other, bro, we go hunties, eh? And like obviously due to my other brother who passed away to suicide, there's a lot of the jokes that we use towards each other that are off limits now. Like it just doesn't, you know, just for that pure fact. Like, you know, because my other brother passed away to suicide, you know, like it would be, you know, like like, you know, go jump here. Like if you were hanging
Yeah.
off, bro, I wouldn't even help. Like, you know, like just
Yeah.
real dumb stuff. Like that's like the way that we bonded and stuff like that. And it's real shitty, you know, like that we can't. Well, not that, but you know, it's you know that's just another thing. You know, we can't use this for that sort of thing. And actually forgot where I was going with this conversation, but
No, I know. I kind of get what you were saying. Like,
Yeah.
but the world at the moment is in a place where they take everything to heart a bit too much, and everyone's being politically correct. I feel like with that, I know 100% knowing you that if you ever said that, I would not take offense to you saying that because of
Yeah.
the fact I know you as a person.
yeah.
But I
No,
actually,
actually, I remember where I picked up. I remember.
okay,
I remember.
go.
Nah, yeah. So like, the pure fact is that like, oh fuck. All right, so a perfect situation was when I first met everyone knows you're in the community and stuff like that, and like, you know, like she wants to be a girl. All right, so I'll always even fucking, but you know, until she doesn't want to be known as a girl, I'll always call her as a she. And even some of the boys that say, oh, "Bro, why you call her a she?" You know, you really know. I'm like, yeah, I know that, but that's who she wants to be. Like, fuck, man. Like, Sully, if you want to be like, if Bandit, if you ever want to be called a she, guys, Uzo, I'll always know to you as a she. You know, I couldn't care, but like a lot of people will say, you know, oh, but you know, they're a dude. I'm like, and like, fuck, man. Like, I'm pretty sure with the amount of shit that she probably got, if she could change who she was, I reckon she would change in a heartbeat. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, same along the lines of like if you want to be called, if you want to be called a cunt, fuck, bro, I'll call you a cunt. I don't care because that's what you want to be called. Eh? So
You can call me daddy.
yeah, you're not getting called that. Yeah, I know you're not getting called that.
Just wait till after stream, man. Then it'll happen.
Yeah, I just think that, you know, like, you know, it's just, a lot of people just need to chill, like, oh no, you know, you're this, like, you can be called this. It's like, bro, relax, bro. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like they say, you know, it's 2020, you know, fuck, be an
Yeah.
alien, be a alien, I don't care.
That's a saying now, eh? It's 2020. Like,
Yeah, it's 2020, and you're still salty over the fucking comments made over, like, fucking, you know. And on
Yeah.
top of it too, like, I know you say, you know, like a lot of people make, you know, like, words like for me, like, so this is me here. Everything in this circle is what I care about and what I can control. Anything outside is the shit I can't control. So normally, like, I normally get the whole, if you meet me, you either like me or you fucking hate me, and I love that, you know. And it's something that I picked up my late auntie who passed in 2011. she had that Medea sort of personality of, you know, either she's really nice or she's a fucking bitch, man. And it's something that I like to have adapted into, you know, build myself to who I am now. Because like when you meet me, like I said, you're getting roasted, and you're still gonna get the same me. Like whether you want the truth or not. Like sorry, else, but you know, that's just it. So it's yeah.
No, facts. And I'm happy you started talking about your sexuality, because fuck, bro. Like personally, I just find it like the questions like you want to ask, like, is it okay? Like, you know, like for me, I feel like it's like awkward to ask. Like, I was all good if I like say like what Mongo was saying, like, fuck, you're gay. Like, you know how we talk like, you know, in our normal conversation with the boys and stuff like that. So I'm happy that both of you started talking about it. Cause yeah, fuck, it's you're right. It's something that like it needs to like
Because you get
awareness
into
needs to be raised
an
with that as
you get
well.
into
As well.
like you know what do you call it, unnecessary like you know conversation.
Yeah,
You're
bro.
like, oh, you shooting? Are you offending it? I'm just like,
Yeah, that's it.
you know what? Cool
100%,
your
bro.
ass.
I feel like you like with those sort of conversations, especially I know with you, Bandit, you were terrified to ask me that. Yeah, you've been. It's like until I feel like you just need to do it. You just need to say it,
Yeah,
regardless, because without you just doing it, you don't know how people react. So
yeah,
say
true.
if I didn't like the way that you guys say, oh, you know, you're gay, whatever, I wouldn't want you to be afraid to say it around me because just because I am a certain way.
Yeah,
Because then I like you would expect as a friend that if this really bothered me, I would come to you about it.
yeah, true. Yeah,
And I sure as hell don't give a shit what you two say. So I'm just like, if you had asked me, I would have been like, yo, yep.
yeah.
Mm.
No, that's
But
cool,
like, I
man.
feel like that's another thing we're afraid to ask those questions or and we start to tiptoe around people, and that's not something that we should do. We should, if you tiptoe around people too much, then you're changing who you are, your character, because
Mm,
you're afraid to hurt someone's feelings. If
I think along the other lines, like you're taught in school and that, like you're taught not to ask how old a teacher is. You know, you're taught not to, you know, a certain. So there's that other side where you're like, you know, like in my head when fucking Timmy in the back there asked the teacher how old she was, and she's like, oh, you're not supposed to ask the teacher that. You know, straight in my head when it comes to like asking, you know, you always think back to a certain situation in your life, and that's one of them where when you get to ask people, you're like, am I supposed to be asking this, or am I supposed to already know this? Like, you
yo,
know what I mean? Like, so I think on Bandit side, I think it's like, cool, you want to know, so you want to ask, but then wait, you know, but asking someone about their sexuality, like, is you know, is it wrong, like type of thing? So it's one of those things that will pass down, like, you know, you don't. Like, you know, you don't ask for help, you know, you just fucking do it yourself, man. You know, it's not something, you know, that that we're told to do. Like if you're in help, if you needed help, sorry, you just find a way, you know, like like on the funny thing, Bandit, like growing up, like your parents, when they ask you something, they ask you a question, they don't tell you what the answer is, or they don't tell you how to explain it. They just end up yelling the question. It gets louder.
it's the same
And then the
thing.
question just gets to the point where they're almost yelling at you, and you don't know the answer. So it's one of those things that's so like instead, instead of like, you know, at the end of the night, you know, we're all coming to a conclusion. We're still stuck on question number 7 on page 1.
Yeah, bro.
That your parents are just like freaking almost screaming at you. Fucking you're sitting there in tears and stuff. You know, fucking don't even know the fucking answer.
Yep, yep.
And in my case, then I realized that I had the wrong book, and it was the next level up.
Fuck's
Let's
sakes.
crack up now. Actually, not at the time.
Yeah, hindsight, eh? Beautiful, beautiful thing. All right, brother. Well, we'll move on to some of the, I guess, questions that was asked from others, and then we'll get into quickfire before we wrap up. So, I'll start the best quote that you have.
best quote that I have.
Yep.
It's funny because it's changed so many times throughout my life.
Oh, cool.
Um,
That's good.
Recently, I even painted it, thinking that that's what it should be, and then recently got a revelation that it's not that at all. Like for me, the biggest quote in my life has always been, "We accept the love we think we deserve,"
Mm.
and it's changed meanings so many times throughout my life. To now, it's like, fuck no, like no,
Mm.
I will not accept the love that I think I deserve because I deserve a lot more. I deserve better,
Mm.
and so I think that's my quote now is just I deserve better.
Cool. Awesome. Sure about that. The next one is top 3 content creator highlights.
Oh, what do you mean by top 3?
I guess your highlights as a content creator, top 3.
Oh, right. Oh, I don't even know, to be honest. Mine would just be making friends and seeing the amount of friends I've made through making content, meeting
Nice.
you guys, meeting everyone. That's my tops. Like, I've made friends that I know that I will have for life,
100. Cool. Nice.
even if they look like these guys.
Even if they look like that. No, don't. Oh.
Oh,
Oh man. The
Let's
next one is who is your tattooist?
for which tattoo?
Oh, you have different ones?
Different ones because I feel like each tattooist specializes or does something a whole different way to someone else. So if you want something a certain way, you can't go to the same tattooist all the time
Yeah.
because they may not like that. They may not know how to do it. So
Nice. Okay. The next one was what's the best thing you've done with $20?
buy food,
Any type of food.
KFC
So if you had $20 and you
right now.
went $20 out the door, you go KFC.
Yep.
What would you order?
I'd order a zinger box with extra large fries and some more wicked wings.
Nice. Okay. Cool. The next one was top 3 qualities and content creators
Uh,
that you look for.
that I look for,
Yep.
ones that are honest. One that they're always the same as like you guys. You guys are exactly the same online that you are offline. And last but not least, I don't like sellouts.
Ooh.
I don't like people who sell out themselves and specifically sell themselves out to their stream and then let their people in their stream dictate what they do.
Oh, fuck. Yes. Yes. Oh man, this is a hot topic within the heavy hitters at the moment
Is it?
that play on the
It- it-
PlayStation.
It made me unfollow a whole lot of people
Yep.
because they allowed money or subscriptions or donations to dictate how they let other people talk to other people in their community.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Like, just because Mr. Unknown donated me $500, I'm not going to let him talk shit to you just because he's donated me
'Cause he gave
$500.
you
I
500.
really don't give a shit. I'll
Yeah.
refund that $500 and you can shove it up your ass.
Yeah. No. 100.
But yeah.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah, Unknown.
Oh, fuck off.
That's right.
See that, Unknown? Had your back just then. That's just, hey, I don't give a fuck.
Remember I said about the circle?
Yeah.
You know, your comments are here on the outside. I can't control that. So
The last one.
no effect.
Oh,
yeah.
do the day. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Someone who usually likes to plan things out.
Mm.
Since gaining this new perspective on my life, I'm just letting it happen. Like, there's obviously things I want to do, like I want to be successful in my career and whatnot, but what that career may be in 5 years, it's definitely not what it is now. So
Yeah.
who knows?
Awesome. Solid. So we'll go to our own quickfire questions now.
Yep.
I'll start. Yeah, I'll start. What is the best thing that happened to you during COVID? Like from March till now.
Nothing.
Okay.
Can we pause? Can we pause this quick fire? Oh, it's just were you one of those people like me when when you read everyone's statuses, they're like, "Fuck, I did this, I did that, eh?" And then when you look back and you're just like, "I did this,
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know.
I did nothing."
I did this.
Yes. I'm like, is that directed at me? Is that directed at me? No.
What is?
I was like, is that directed? Nah.
Nah, fuck, that's me and this guy, bro.
Fuck, that was me, handy, 100%. And we just, oh yeah, I learned how to do the splits back flip. Oh, fuck,
I don't know.
yeah. I learned how to split my chicken in half.
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
my goodness.
Oh, you Timo, what did you learn? Oh, you're a Timo.
Oh, Auntie, what'd you learn, Auntie?
Can't be me because I don't.
Yeah, I really feel attacked there. How dare? Wait, what did you learn in the COVID? Surely
Me.
this is not a
Bake bread, make pork buns. Oh.
no. That's a good thing. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like like I'm the other fucking whatever percentage it is. I haven't
Yeah.
calculated it yet. Yeah, I always thought that 1% they don't do shit. I didn't fucking spend more
Same.
time on RP. Oh, fucking made extra money on RP. Fuck, that's what I learned in the COVID.
She's got instant. Learn
What?
how to shower with Gyunga.
Are you sure?
Fucking hell. Oh shit. Okay, your turn, Mongo. Oh man.
Oh, what's your favorite book?
Perks of being a wallflower.
Written by.
Don't remember. Google it.
I think there was a J.K. Rowling.
Okay.
What are the? Oh no, I think you answered this one.
Stephen
Okay.
Chbosky. There you go.
What's your go-to Macca's order?
Go to Macca's order. Quarter pounder, large quarter pounder meal with Sprite no ice and a 10-pack of chicken nuggets.
Nice.
What's your favorite? Actually, no. We'll go top 3 animes.
Funny thing is, most people don't know this about me. I don't watch anime.
Rookie research right here, man.
I legit only just started watching anime recently.
I mean, you went up freaking 6 more waiting for
Okay.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I watched all that, but that was on normal TV.
Shut the case. Shut the case.
What's this?
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z.
That was normal TV. That was like, Sailor
Yeah.
Moon and all that sort of stuff. But like after that, I never watched it.
Yeah.
Blasphemy. No, relax.
Shit, I had it in my head, but then I was just fucking thrown off track by that question.
Sorry, boys. I
Oh,
don't watch
actually, no,
anime.
I got it. Who's your favorite person on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at the moment? Like someone that like you enjoy their content.
Not Bandit.
I wasn't fishing, bro.
I'm hating one.
Fuck.
No one, to be honest. I haven't really been watching anyone. I don't care for Instagram people. I think they're all, whatever. TikTok, I guess, just whatever's on my For You page. Just all the funny content, like people who are there to make people laugh as compared to just being thirst traps. And what was the other one? YouTube. I haven't really watched a lot of YouTube lately. I've only just finished watching the rest of the Tabs Up episodes.
Did you?
Well, just last one.
Oh, that's all good. Oh, my
I
man.
watched that. I watched that before this, and I was like,
You like it?
What do you think?
not bad, not bad. I was like, this is what I'm getting myself into. This is what the boys are gonna do.
That was a better question than Monga asked. What do you think? Instead of what I asked, did you like it? Nice. You're back.
Stories.
You're back for next time.
You're welcome.
Now let's talk about Bandit's story. Susby, you know all the trips that you've been on. What's your favorite one so far?
My favorite one's definitely been to America because it was such a massive culture shock. It was something super different.
Wrong. It was when you came to PAX and met us.
Oh,
Sorry, mate. Choose again.
when I met Unknown. Sorry. Just Unknown.
The fuck? That's tough, bro.
Although now we know that we have other connections.
Do you want to tell that
We do
story?
too.
Huh?
You want to tell that story? Or no?
Our connections.
Mr. Unknown can. Because the way that he found out was hilarious. Or the way he described
what?
the situation. Oh, our other connection. When you were oh wait, no, it was your missus that was like, why is your friend following so and so?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, anyways.
Long story short. So it's one of those so my wife's partner. Oh, so my wife.
Oh, my man. Let's go. Shout out to
My wife's
Auntie
cousin.
Andy.
My wife's cousin. My wife's little cousin down in Sydney. His name's Dylan. His missus, and like follow her Instagram and it, but like some of her, she's like does like modeling for something. So some of the photos are a little bit more, gotta scroll up. Real quick,
Risque.
but then and then my wife was like, "Oh, it's like when you're making it from Twitch," and I say, "Hey?" I was like, "Wait, how the fuck are they following him?" And then end up finding out that I think you guys work together.
No, me and Dylan are just really good friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know they're like good friends from like the party scene down in Sydney.
Back in my party days.
Yeah, fucking Ishay and fucking Ator days.
That's
Yeah,
buzzing.
but that was like
Hey,
that was crazy.
because this guy, you know Tarks too. Tarks and Hayes, and I grew up with
I
those
do.
boys.
Yeah.
And
Tarks is
that's
my
fucking
PT.
small world, bro.
Tox is my PT, also another streamer, and that's about it.
Small world, bro. Small world. Was it my turn or your turn?
You mate.
Do you have any guest
Mr. Bob
recommendations for Tabs Apples?
Wait, sorry, what was that?
Do you have any guest recommendations?
Not at the moment, but when I do have them, I will message you.
Okay.
I feel like there's a lot of people that need to have their stories heard and then have their perspective viewed. And I feel like there's so many content creators that just basically need to be heard. And so once I compile a list, I will send it to you.
Tick. Nice.
J-Lo or Mariah Carey?
Wonder why your missus has a
J-Lo.
partner.
J-Lo.
Oh, nice.
J-Lo.
Mm-hmm.
Hurry up, Bandit. Stop thinking of
Nah,
your question.
I'm out of
Oh,
questions.
he's out.
Yeah. That's normally you.
Eh? I just let it, because you're like the main host. I just
Nah,
let
we're the equals.
make you think superior,
Nah, but yeah.
Beards or Fergie? Fergie.
Fergie, bro, she can't sing for crack. Oh, I suppose Spears can't either.
Who?
Britney.
Brittany.
Oh.
Bend it.
Yeah.
Britney Spears with hair or baldy?
Baldy solid. Let's go.
If you could change UsoUnknown's one hair,
Can I
what
have
color would
solid?
you change it to?
I'll fucking give that kind of baldy too, bro. Look at that fucking mop on his head.
Red. Red.
It was red. Hey,
I know.
It was really.
is it
That's why I was
hard to maintain those? If you had when you had it red?
Nah, it wasn't easy.
Oh yeah.
Nah, I just want to get a bit longer.
Oh, fair enough. Nah, cool. I think that's us then, bro. Where can we find you? Where can we find you everywhere? If we want to find you again, talk to you again. When
Plug
we're
your
not
handles.
here.
Now.
Handles, all my handles are I'll be just fine. Or yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's my handle. Or on Twitch, it's Daddy Susby.
Nice. No, awesome. Well, fuck, we'll wrap it up there, eh? Thanks again for coming through and mean chat, bro.
Thank you.
Fucking solid chat. But yeah, that's us.
Having me, my guys.
Thanks everyone for tuning in.
Hard
Appreciate
out.
it.
Thanks, guys.